Good day, everyone. Good day, Professor. So, we are Group 4, and this is the last stretch of our presentation about optimizing Amul's supply chain for exporting to Canada. So, here are our group members yours truly, I'm Katrina, Divya, Mohammed, and Ami. Amul, officially known as Anand Milk Union Limited, which stands as India's largest dairy cooperative and a significant player in the global dairy industry. Amul was established back in 1946 under the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, also known as GCMMF. Since then, it has grown tremendously, shaping the landscape of the dairy industry not only in India but across the globe. Financially, Amul has achieved a turnover of approximately 80,000 core Indian rupees, which translates to around 9.2 billion US dollars. This financial robustness underscores Amul's significant impact and reach in the dairy market. Looking beyond our borders, Amul has established a presence in several key international markets, including the United States, the Gulf countries, and Australia. One of our strategic objectives now is targeting further expansion into Canada. This move is driven by the increased demand for ethnic dairy products in Canada, a country known for its diversity and openness to global cuisine. To support the expansion, our objective is clear: to optimize supply chain efficiency and enhance profitability, especially in exporting dairy and ready to eat products to international markets such as Canada.
So, our research question for Amul was: how can Amul optimize its supply chain to enhance the efficiency and profitability of exporting its packaged and ready to eat products from India to Canada? And the methodology we used for this was the primary and the secondary data. We for primary data we interviewed key stakeholder of Amul, that is the head of supply chain and logistics expert, and secondary data was obtained from supply chain reports, government trade reports, policies, and academic studies related to food export, logistics, and international trade challenges. Again, methodology for methodology, we used a qualitative approach, that was primary and secondary data sources. The study will evaluate Amul's current export model, logistic constraints, and compliance with Canadian regulations using a comparative analysis with best practices in global dairy export. What was the problem statement for Amul project? Amul faces challenges in optimizing its supply chain for exporting packaged and ready to eat food products to Canada, leading to inefficiencies and increased operational costs. These inefficiencies affect timely product delivery, compliance with Canadian regulations, and overall competitiveness of the market. So we come to the conclusion statement of the root cause or the problem statement for Amul is that logistic inefficiencies, regulatory hurdles, and supply chain disruptions.
So now I'm going to start with recommendations and learnings. So first one is the implement advanced supply chain management software. So in this, we will be deploying some AI-driven supply chain analytics tools. So that will optimize the logistics, which will actually reduce the inefficiencies in tracking and make the control of inventory, and it will actually bring up the accuracy in shipment as well. So we can also use blockchain technology that would actually improve the traceability and compliance with the Canadian regulations. Next slide. Yes. So the second one is streamlined regulatory compliance. In this, we will be investing in automated compliance system to ensure that we have a smooth documentation process, as it would reduce the delays. We know delays, no one like delays, and it would reduce the delays and costs that are actually associated with the strict Canadian import laws, and even we can have some partnership with the Canadian regulatory consultants to uh, fast track the approvals. Next slide. The third one is we are going to strengthen our partnerships with the logistic providers. It's really important, and I will explain this. So, we are going to collaborate with the established Canadian distributors to improve the last mile delivery efficiency, and this will actually minimize the delays in the transportations, or we can say the transit delays. And even we can utilize the third party cold chain logistics providers that will be efficient for product storage and transportations. Next slide is we will be optimizing cold storage and distribution centers. So this will be actually we will be setting up some dedicated cold storage facilities that will be in the Canadian key cities. So to this will maintain the product quality. We know that it will extend their shelf life and will reduce the waste as much as possible. The second one, we can go with like investing in advanced refrigerator technologies, which will actually not let the food to be spoil. And like during transporting food from here to here, it is important that we should have something we have proper refrigerator technologies. This is to actually prevent the spoilage during the transit. And the last one is we will be developing a contingency plan for market fluctuations. We know how market rises up, how it fell down. So we will be having some predictive analyst to forecast the demand and optimize inventory. This would actually mitigate financial risks from demand shifts and some of the geopolitical factors that would actually play an important role during that time. And so as we can establish flexible pricing models to adjust the market changes, the trends are going up and down, we need to consider them. So for that we need to have a contingency plan for ourselves. So this was all my part.
Well, no, I will explain short-term and long-term strategy in which, like these steps, the first one is short-term, in which we focus on fixing urgent supply chain issue, and these are like we will implement the supply chain software and streamline regulatory process and form logistic partnership. And in the long term, these are more strategic action that will strengthen the company's position in Canadian market. For to get overturn, we will establish like the cold storage facilities and expand the distribution network, as well as develop the plan contingency strategies for to get our goals. So in the company operations, we will use the AI and the blockchain, which can make the Amul company supply chain smarter and more compliant with the regulations. And next one is the market option. As Canada, due to increasing in the demand and supply for dairy products in Canada, we will do the strategic expansion in here. And in the social responsibilities, as the corporate model support the local farmer due to its deep rates, as well as it will align with the UN sustainable development goals. Well, in the team experience, in the strength, we have a diverse skills as we are working in the group. So we have different skill set. Like someone has the research, writing, or analysis, so which help us to get a strong report and good result for our work. And the challenges like the we have time limitation, and everyone has their own schedules and responsibilities in their life, so which created issue for time limit, like time conflict. And being we can do it better by doing the being research earlier. Second is strong communication help us busy schedule to work with by doing work with busy schedule and need earlier start and more consistent meetings, which we should do, and like different we set regular checks in for better coordination and review each other's we can review each other's sections for tone and flow consistency to get even much more better result. In conclusion, as the company faced the issue while they are sending their products in Canada due to shipping and strict rule and lack of cold storage, Amil can resolve this issue quickly by putting the enhanced software and automation, and by using these tools and the coordination with the local companies. While in the long term, we believe like the if they put the uh, they create their own cold storage that will help them that will help the company to lower its expense and get their good results and more success and effectively to achieve their goals in the Canadian markets. And like these throughout this experience, we strengthen our teamwork, communication, and problem solving skills, and to know to help each other. And by doing this, we are preparing ourselves for our future goals. Thank you.
Amul is not just a company but a phenomenon that continues to adopt and grow in the ever evolving global market. Thank you everyone for your attention and have a good day, everyone.